Operation Christmas Drops started out as something that I thought would be quite interesting. Once it got underway, I kind of very quickly lost interest because I feel like I didn't care about any of the characters. The narrative premise is very interesting. The execution is alright, but it didn't really captivate me. This is a Netflix film released in 2020 and directed by Martin Wood, written by Gregg Rossen and Brian Sawyer, and this stars Kat Graham as our protagonist, Erica, who I kind of liked. There was no point when I didn't like Erica. Sometimes I thought she was alright. Sometimes I actually found her really interesting and wanted the best for her. So hit or miss, but generally alright. And the description from IMDb is as follows. Congressional aide forgoes... missed out the name there. Congressional aide Erica forgoes family Christmas to travel at her boss's behest. At a beachside Air Force base, she clashes with Captain Andrew Jantz, who knows her assignment is finding reasons to defunct the facility. Basically, there's not enough funding to keep all of these Air Force bases open, so she's been sent to this particular one that seems to be underperforming to try and find a reason to say, yes, this Air Force base is not worth keeping, we will stop the funding. Merry Christmas, everybody. But you can tell straight away that that's not what she wants to do. She's not antagonistic in that way, but she has a job to do. I think when she started to interact with Captain Andrew, played by Alexander Ludwig, that's when things got a little bit more interesting because I liked the on-screen chemistry. There was instant animosity between them, and the way they treated each other was very different to what I'd expected, but it came across very earnestly. And I kind of liked watching their relationship ebb and flow. Didn't really know what to expect from it. The narrative itself did interest me a little bit because I wasn't sure what would happen. I didn't know what would happen to this Air Force base, and if there isn't the funding, they're obviously going to have to get rid of one. So how could this possibly end in a positive light? I didn't know. I'm not going to divulge any details. It was believable enough, but as I said, after maybe the first half of the film, it just became a little bit repetitive and I stopped being emotionally invested, which is a shame because I usually love this kind of romantic, cheesy Christmas film. Hallmark and Lifetime are amazing at them. Netflix tend to be quite disappointing at them, to be perfectly honest, and with that, this one's no exception. I'd actually waited over a year to see this because I remember this was recommended to me last Christmas on Netflix. That must have been when it first came out, and I just never got around to watching it. And then finally, I've watched it. Was it worth the wait? It wasn't worth the wait, but if you want to watch a Christmas film and you haven't seen this one and there are no other Christmas films at your disposal, give it a go. It won't be the worst decision you've ever made.